try.
What you think? All right. Jimmy said I could do one on the banjo, so how about the quintessential banjo song, Foggy Mountain Breakdown?
That's right,
Take a real quick break, but I did hear back. I'm afraid that Bobby Wayne and Betty did not hear our anniversary, so I'm going to tell them again because you're only going to be married 61 years one time. I don't think it's going to come around again. So once again, happy anniversary! Thanks for listening, and I'm glad you got the internet back up and going again so that you could hear the rest of the program. He was telling me what a great job these folks in Crystal Creek are doing. Also, David's listening in. He wanted me to pass that same thing along. I'm really enjoying the music. And right now, we'll hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program, and we'll be back with more music coming up from Crystal Creek right after this. Probably going to be 3, but you have 4 ready just in case. Can you do that, Carrie? Do it good. Check us out Thank you so much, Bob King, and we do have a good selection of record players down at Old Mill Music, as well as a big selection of guitars, and it's time now to lay away for Christmas, so you don't miss out. We'll be open today until 4 o'clock. Right now, back to our special guest for part 2 of today's program, Crystal Creek. Jimmy, what you got picked up for us next?
We're going to do a little song we heard Alicia do. It's called You Don't Have to Go Home, but you can't stay here.
Lord knows I'm guilty of living my life like there's always tomorrow or making things right. But our days are numbered like the hairs on our head. No man knows the hour. Shake hands with. You don't have to go home and live up in glory, but you can live forever down here. For all in this world that's uncertain, one thing is clear: you don't have to go home, you can stay here. There's a master type who died on the cross, and it breaks his heart knowing hell's gain is his loss. But if your name is written in the Lord's book of life, you'll know where you're going if He calls you tonight. You don't have to go home and live up in glory, but you can live forever down here. For all in this world that's uncertain, one thing is clear: you don't have to go home, you can stay here. For all in this world that's uncertain, one thing is clear: you don't have to go home, you can stay here.
Work that, Curtis. Jimmy, if me here, we're going to pull this capo back up here. Is this the Rise and Shine song?
Rise and shine.
Y'all ready?
In every life, there's heartache and pain. Some live with sorrow, some live with shame.
go, Rosie.
Outstanding job from Crystal Creek here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. The time is the top of the 1 o'clock hour, so we will send things back to you, Bob King, for a real quick look at weather, and we'll be back with more music coming up. Another half-hour music here from the stage of the Earl Theater for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. You're listening to AM 740 WPAQ. We're going to do, we have 2 ranks. One is James's. So I'll do that one first. Let's do 2 songs and then James's half. Then we'll do probably 3 and then have 1 final break, okay? 2 and then 2 and 3. Thank you so much, Bob King, and welcome back. As I said before, we do this each and every week. Next week, two old-time groups will be with us, the Slate Mountain Ramblers from 11 to 12, and then the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers, they're from down around Hickory, North Carolina, and they'll be with us for the 12 to 1:30 time slot. Right now, I'll turn things back over to our special guest, Crystal Creek.
All right, and before we get started on this song, I just want to make a mention of something called the TAPS program, of which from 4:30 to 5 o'clock Thursday nights.
Get it right now, Barry. So we gonna
I'm sorry, I'm trying here. Every Thursday night from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, there are free dance lessons. From 5:30 to 6:15 is free fiddle lessons, and from 6:15 to 6:45, it is free guitar, mandolin, and banjo classes, all paid through the Surrey Arts Council.
And that takes place here at the Earl Theater each and every Thursday night.
Thank you, just a minor detail I forgot to mention.
God I see at night.
like to put this song in because we're going to dedicate it to this lady sitting back here doing all this announcing. This is called Girl from West Virginia.
But I ain't from West Virginia, just so you know. But you are right, aren't you, Darius? Are you from West Virginia? Well, that's okay. We'll let you do the song anyways, and thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Oh, I thought I was always born to ramble. I thought I would never settle down. But I met her in the hills of West Virginia, in the heart of a coal mining town, in the heart of a coal mining town.
Darius, you're rivaling Charles Bowman for the merry-go-round MVP. You know, I kid him about that all the time, but you're a very talented young man. I think he does a great job, and I do want to mention a little bit more about what goes on here on Thursday nights because it is very special. On Thursday, Darius gives free flat-footing lessons, clogging lessons, however you want to call it. I call it flat-footing, and that's available for all ages. It does not have to be a young person. It can be an old person, or middle-aged, or what have you. And then at 5:30 they give free, this is free, and the instruments are provided. So if your child wants to learn how to play a traditional instrument, fiddle lessons are offered, also guitar, mandolin, and banjo lessons, and that goes through the TAPS program here at the Surrey Arts Council here at the Earl Theater, and the instructor for those is Jimmy Vipperman, of course, one of the greatest musicians to ever come out of Mount Airy, that's for sure. Right now, I do need to tell you about some other great musicians and a great place here in downtown Mount Airy, and that is Mayberry Music Center. Mayberry Music Center is the sponsor of this portion of today's program, and they're located right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James would like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars. They've got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. And Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Mayberry Music Center always gives a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. They've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And James Easter wants to be sure that you know that if you stop by and you don't see what you're looking for, please ask him, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round broadcast. And also, I want to make mention of this, James Easter is going to serve as the honorary Grand Marshal here for the Mount Airy Christmas Parade coming up at the end of the month in November. So be sure and congratulate him on that when you see him, as well as their beautiful mural that they have across from their music store. Right now, back to our special guest for this portion of today's merry-go-round, Crystal Creek.
Thank you, Jenny. I gotta get this song in here and make my bass player happy. This is his favorite song. It's called Ragtime Annie. me and her's confusing each other. See,
I'm not the one confused. As always, right, lady?
Listening in, all our listeners, I was talking about Darius being a merry-go-round MVP, and you'll be here with your friends Neely and Natalie, right? Up in January, right after the new year. Let me give you that date. That's January the 8th. Highway 268 will be here. That's Darius and these two lovely ladies here that were out there dancing, doing a good job. Highway 268 along with My Kind of Grass. That'll be our special guest for the January 8th merry-go-round. We'll send things back to you, Bob King, for one final break, and we'll be back with the conclusion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge right after this.
Are you too?
Thank you so much, Bob, and it's been a pleasure to be with these both these groups of folks today on the merry-go-round. Jimmy, what you got picked out for us next?
we're going to try this song. This is a difficult song to bring off. It's called I Heard My Savior Calling Me.
There was a great revival in our little country church. People came from miles around to hear about God's word. Anointing for the Spirit, you could hear it in the air. My life changed that night as I found my healing prayer. I heard my Savior calling me. On the blessed night, I fell down on my knees. I raised my hands for Jesus, pure faith to set me free. Praise God, I sing the line, my Savior's calling me. I'm so thankful for a Savior that would make the sacrifice. In a selfless, loving gesture, giving us eternal life. Yes, an offer for the taking. Listen with an open heart. The choice is up to you. Here's a Savior calling to. I heard my Savior calling me. On that blessed night, I fell down on my knees. I raised my hand for Jesus. Pure faith to set me free. Praise God.
Or stretch one out, we got 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I told him we'd sing it fast, didn't I?
Yeah.
There's a multi-beat. Leave it. This song here might let you cry. Candy sing the sweet one, okay?
Take two.
Push you up.
Saturday's program, and we do have to make way for the condensed area obituaries coming up at 1:29, which is just about 1 minute from now. Just a reminder that next week we'll have 2 old-time groups on for the program, Slate Mountain Ramblers and the Chestnut Mountain Ramblers. And until then, this is Jeannie Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on WPAQ. Thanks once again to